All righty, here we go. Jalen Brunson has signed a 4-year contract extension to remain with the New York Knicks. We got over 100 people in the building watching. Just get the number 11s in the comment section. I want to see everybody commenting number 11 right now. Let's go. 103 people watching. Jalen Brunson just took a $113 million discount to remain with the New York Knicks. Everyone that types number 11 in the chat, we're giving shout-outs to. Shout out to Wilson, Always Froza, Primo Miller, Carl, Cameron Johnson, CK. Carl, what up, my man? Mikey in the building, Pete, Trevor, Donald, Joey DeLuca, Matt Ice, Nelson, Sam Jackson. All the real ones are in the building, and man, oh man, do we have a lot to celebrate about. We told you all a month ago that this could be a possibility, that this could be a world that we are living in, and it's Jalen Brunson. Can y'all just switch? Yeah, appreciate it. Jalen Brunson signs a massive, massive discount to remain with the New York Knicks. We're going to get into all, I mean like y'all too. Wow. Major shout out though to Big Nick Energy. My guys over there, they tweeted out yesterday that Jalen Brunson was going to sign this deal. Nobody believed him. We believed him. Those are my guys. They've been good to me. They broke the news about RJ Barrett signing an extension 24 hours before that. And wow, Jalen Brunson does maybe the biggest discount of a professional athlete in NBA history. Wow. John Musgrove, I am shocked. I had heard it was going to happen. I was told it was going to happen. I didn't believe it. I didn't think there was a world where I was saying in the office when it broke that I almost feel bad for him. But he's a grown man. He's making his own decision, leaving a lot of money on the table. Dude just choked the start. Just sent me black screen right away. I can't do this, man. Wow. Get the 11s in the comment section, man. Get the 11s. Marco says Jalen Brunson is a Brady and Derek Jeter type. It's Tom Brady, it's Derek Jeter, it's Jalen Brunson. That's what he is. Nick Davidov in the building. What's up, Davidov? Give me some eyeball emojis. Patrick Seaman back in the saddle, man.
You want to know what the next move is? It's going to be Rick Brunson signing a 2-year, $100 million deal. The highest paid coach in NBA history. That is my prediction, but this is incredible, man. Good for Jalen Brunson. Just everything we've talked about who he is kind of came to fruition with this deal. But
wow. NBA Paint just released a new shirt, King of New York. Brunson sitting in a chair with the crowd. It's fire. It's fire.
That's sick.
Oh, man. We're going to break down the extension. We got a lot to talk about on today's video. My man Fernando P. Joey DeLuca sending in super chats. Shout out to Joey DeLuca in the building. My man. Every $11 super chat today for Jalen Brunson, we're taking shots at tequila. Every $11 super chat, we're taking shots for Jalen Brunson. Fernando P., what's up, man? With a chip or no chip, JB runs the city. Put some respect on his name. The New York Knicks have just released a statement from Leon Rose. I'm just going to I'll just put it in photo here, okay, and we'll go to that. Leon Rose releasing a statement, and the man that is afraid to speak to the media releasing a statement. Are you serious?
Leon's got to be walking around New York, nuts hanging today. Like seriously, man.
I'm shocked. I'm with you, Fernando. I'm with you. I'm absolutely with you. I want to read this statement real quick from Leon Rose. My guy Nick Davidov just came in with a $50 super chat. We'll get to that in a second. But man, Jalen Brunson signing a major deal. That's cool. From Leon Rose, quote, Jalen signing his extension to remain with the Knicks for the long term shows the dedication and passion he has for the organization, the fans, and this city. Jalen is often called the Knicks his family, and we are beyond proud to have him wear and represent our orange and blue for years to come. Jalen has embraced every challenge since he came to New York and has been committed since day one to the vision and plan we set forth for the future of this team. Since Jalen joined us 2 years ago, he has consistently led by example and continues to show a willingness to sacrifice for this organization, his teammates, and everyone in the Knicks family. Patrick Seaman, I like you a lot, man. I'd say I love you. I'd say we're really good friends. I would never take a $113 million discount to say we're family.
Yeah.
And I hope that you understand that.
I wonder if this was like, Brunson was just like, they got me Devo, they got me Hart, they overpaid for Bridges, like, do them a solid.
I really do believe, and I said it on the show yesterday, that Jalen Brunson went up to Leon Rose, maybe potentially at one point this offseason, and said, you give me Mikal Bridges, and I'll sign the extension.
Yeah,
he already got your Hart. He got your DiVincenzo. Arcidiacono's probably coming back.
Yeah.
We need Arch on this team. As we got a 3-point goal. Shout out to Nick Davidov, my guy. And then Fernando P. says, add this to the 10 I just sent and take that shot. If you're drinking today, do it responsibly. We're doing it for Jalen Brunson on today's show. Shots up. Give me the 11s in the comment section right frickin' now. Let's go.
Also, I know, like, talk about biggest moves of this offseason. This was it. Like, this is huge. And we may not feel this impact, like, this upcoming year, but the next free agency over the next couple of off seasons, I mean, this is incredible out of New York. Incredible out of Brunson.
Unbelievable. Absolutely unbelievable. Can you go to that Woj picture full screen, please? I just need to understand.
I don't know if I want to. This is ridiculous.
It's ridiculous. So here is the extension. One, the guy's still getting a lot of freaking money. $156 potential million over the next 5 seasons. The extension does not start this year. It will start in 2025, 2026. $34.9 million. Then $37.7 million. Then $40.5 and $43.3. There's a player option there. I would assume that Jalen Brunson probably declines that player option and then gets another contract extension at that point somewhere else, only to play for the other New York Knicks team. Year one salary is 140% of his 2024-2025 salary. If Brunson waited, Patrick Seatman, do you see how much money that is?
It's insane.
Is this fair of us to ask him to do this?
So 11.5, 12.3, 13.2.
He's losing out potentially on the cap savings is $37 million.
You know, I wanna get up on here and say Knicks fans don't deserve this.
We deserve it.
No, Knicks fans deserve it. I mean, it's true. It's true.
We deserve it. I said it yesterday. I don't know if we deserve it. We deserve it. We went through the depths of point guard hell, man. Jalen Brunson reached in there and pulled us out. He pulled us out. Cameron Johnson, my man, coming in with a $5 super chat. New York all-time big three has to be Eli, Jeter, and Brunson.
Kind of got chills when he said that.
I did too.
He is up there though. Like, this is the basketball equivalent of Eli and Jeter, where it's like people are going to talk about like you know all the analytic nerds with Jeter. They're like, oh, he's actually the most overrated like baseball player of all time, but all he does is win. Same with Eli. Like, oh, if he didn't have the Super Bowls, he wouldn't be a Hall of Famer. 1-2 Super Bowls. I feel like the conversation with Brunson is very similar.
Wow. He's a championship away from going down as one of the greatest athletes in New York sports history. He is, and it's only been 2 years. And we got maybe 10 more years of this coming. Rodrigo, my man, what's up, Brody? Leadership. Respect from this dude is wow. Salutes from a fan of Chili, bro. This year, my son be the witness of a ring for my colors. Let's go. Everybody give me an RA in the chat. Everybody give me an RA in the chat right now. My man Rodrigo showing up and showing out. And we got another real one coming in. I am Jules. What's up, Brody? He says, add this to my first one and start building the statue. Wow, wow, wow. Jalen Brunson signing a 4-year. What is the exact figures on this contract? I'm not even sure. I just know that it is 4 years, 100. So, look, it's the max extension that they could have offered right now. It's just if he waited 8 more months, then he could have signed that 5-year mega max deal. And also, if he would have made All-NBA this year, it's close to he is losing out on $150 million, but he can easily get that back.
So this one where it's like if Brunson waited, that's
That's technically non-All-NBA, yes, because if he made All-NBA, which would be the second year in a row, and you have to do it 2 out of 3 years, then you can get that super max.
And I would probably say it's more likely than not he is All-NBA. Even this doesn't even do the discount justice.
Ridiculous. Can you go I put a super chat menu in there just because we're giving away a Jalen Brunson jersey today. If you want to be entered into the raffle to win a Jalen Brunson jersey, every $10 super chat gets you a ticket. Nick Davidov sent in a $50 super chat. He's going to get 5 tickets into that. So every $10 super chat you send in today will get you a raffle ticket to potentially win a Jalen Brunson jersey. With him signing a deal like this that's going to help the Knicks with cap flexibility and the ability to continue to add talent to hopefully hoist the Larry O.B. for the first time since the 70s. We got to give away a jersey. Today. I owe a beer shotgun for my guy Nick Davidov. We'll do some drinking as well. We'll party. We got some happy dads on deck. $20 tequila shots. Also, if you send in an 11, we'll do that as well. But every $10 you send in today will get you a ticket to enter the raffle for a Brunson jersey. Let's go. Yeah, I am Jules. Any $10 super chat that's coming today. Yours already came in. You are in, my brother. You are in. Shout out to Will McConaughey coming in with a $2 super chat. My guy, I appreciate you. Randall, time to take a discount. This is a great point by Will.
That is a great point.
The max offer that the New York Knicks can offer Julius Randle, Patrick Seatman, is on August 3rd, he can sign I have it right here. Give me a second. Randle can sign 4 for $181. Does he sign that? That would be considered a discount because if he waited until the summer, it'll be 5 years, $300 million plus because he's already made All-NBA 2 times.
Now Leon can go to all these guys and be like,
yep.
See what he did?
What pressure does this put on Julius Randle?
I mean, because the locker room guys would look at him a little differently.
And I'm going to be honest, 4 for $181, that makes Randle the 24th highest paid player in the league. I do not think the Knicks are offering him that much money.
I don't think they are either.
And is Randle going to take less than that?
Because I think they would rather, Bridges has 2 more years left on his deal?
2 more years for Bridges. They're going to extend him no matter what. You just gave up control of 6 first-round picks.
Randle on that contract, I don't know. We'll see.
Wow.
That's a good point, though, Will.
NY2AZ coming in with a $20 super chat. That gets you in the raffle to win a New York Knicks jersey, a.k.a. a Jalen Brunson jersey. Marshall, cheers to you and the crew. The best YouTube Knicks channel anywhere in the world. That's only because we got the best community in the world. Already 2,000 people have tuned in today. You guys are the best. Major love to y'all. This channel's growing like crazy. The numbers are incredible, and it's only because of the love that all you all show. We could do this show if nobody watched. It would not matter. So to you, to everybody that's watching, I love y'all. Brendan just sent in the best super chat thing I've ever seen. We'll get to that in a second.
Agree with Brendan.
Peter Wynn! What's up, Peter Wynn? I'm trying to do a lot of winning today, Peter Wynn. And we're doing it with Jalen Brunson. Hello, Marshall, Seatman, and all the real ones. Shout out to my guy, Peter Wynn, a member of Knicks Now Ring of Honor. Peter Wynn, we love you, my man. And then he's back again. We got a 3-point goal. Nick Davidoff. Bang! Everybody drop an eyeball emoji in the chat for Nick Davidoff. Coming in with his second $50 super chat of the day. That's 10 tickets into the raffle for Davidoff as he's trying to bring home a Knicks jersey. And he's always just showing love to this channel. Davidoff, did you know this was coming? Did Davidoff, are we sure Davidoff's not Leon Rose still?
Or he could be running Big Knicks Energy. Who knows what he does in his off time.
Davidoff, we love you, man. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Kevin Gonzalez coming in with a $10 super chat. Thank you, bro. That gets you into the raffle. Make sure you all are following me on social media at @MarshallGreen_. That way I can get in touch with you if you do win. We'll spin the wheel before we sign off today. Email, what's up, man? He says, let's get that center. The Knicks are not done making moves.
No.
There's a reason Precious Achiuwa has not been re-signed.
And this doesn't really impact anything.
This gives them the flexibility to make another big move.
Okay.
This gives them the flexibility to make another big move. Arthur Foster says, bro, yelling too much. Yeah, I'm just really excited that my best player on my team just took $113, potentially $150 million discount. Honestly, if you're not pumped up, get the hell out of the chat. If you're not pumped up about this, you don't need to be here. There's probably other channels on YouTube breaking this down in a much more calm and concise way. Jalen Brunson, sign an extension. Yeah, we don't do that. We like to have fun. We like to party. If this party's a little too loud for you, my man, yeah, suck it, Art, says Pete.
Or so funny. He's always yelling.
That's what we do. It's my thing, Shoquan. That's what I'm doing. I'm pumped the fuck up, baby. Jalen Brunson is a Knick again.
Levi's. Coop was already calling for tampering.
Coop is already crying so hard. He told me 2 weeks ago, Marshall, why do you even think that would be a thing?
Yeah.
Let's go. Shout out to email. More moves are coming, I promise you that. Brendan, go Brunson, saved my marriage.
You know what? I think this is a point I want to make.
How many marriages did he save?
Or just how many people are going to work, like on Monday, and they're like, you know what? I'm going to have a little extra pep in my step. I'm going to have a little more juice. All the blue-collar guys in New York, day in, day out, work their ass off. And they even had the comments about Josh Hart in the postseason run and be like, what do I got to complain about? I'm playing basketball. You got people waking up at 5 a.m. Brunson's taking a discount. The one thing, Brunson, those New York taxes, like that $34 million, that's like $20 million. Really?
Wow.
Incredible.
Josh Hart tweeting out, build the statue. I'm with you, man. I'm with you. Patrick John, is this the best Knicks team we have ever had? In my 29 years of living, I would say since about 2004. When I was 10 years old, I was a diehard Knicks fan. Obviously before that, but hey, you're just a kid. It's the best Knicks team I've seen in my lifetime. This is the best Knicks team I've seen in my lifetime.
Probably best since Starks and Ewing.
Yeah, since the 99 season, the lockout season, when they were the 8th seed and they made the NBA Finals and they got beat by the San Antonio Spurs. Incredible. Wow. Here's some people in the chat saying he's going to make it up in endorsements. I don't know if you make up $113 million in endorsements, considering you were already going to get those endorsements. But what I will say is a ring, one ring for the New York Knicks, and he's good for life anywhere he goes in that city.
Yeah.
You would never have to buy another meal, anything. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. As we got a 3-point goal, Nick Davidoff. Bang! Nick Davidoff. 3 $50 super chats. I need everybody to type their eye emojis in the chat because what you're witnessing right now from Nick Davidov is unbelievable. It's unbelievable. I got a beer shotgun, and then let's break this down.
Let's do it.
Let's break this down. We'll get to all the super chats coming in a second. Remember, every $10 super chat sent in today will get you a ticket into the raffle to win a Jalen Brunson jersey.
Patrick John, Isaiah Jarvis, we'll get to those 10s here after the cut, but we're going to give you guys everything you need to know about this Brunson extension. Truly, how much money did he really take as a discount? Like, it's incredible, man. It's incredible.
I don't know if there's a tea can in here, one by you, but just keep that puppy right there for a second.
You want to throw my phone on your charger real quick, buddy?
Yeah, go ahead.
Thanks, man. Oh, the rich get richer. The Knicks fans. Incredible.
Let's go, man.
I don't want to hear no more complaining.
Am I still allowed to be mad at him if he misses clutch free throws or no?
That's a good point.
Can we not criticize him anymore?
I don't know if you can. Has he entered that stratosphere? Well, obviously a ring will get him there, but
Josh Hart is out of pocket.
what did he say?
Josh Hart just tweeted out, "We pouring honey on you, goat," and tagged Jalen Brunson. Josh Hart is funny as hell, but he is weird as shit. We're pouring honey on Jalen Brunson, Josh Hart?
I don't even understand that.
Oh, what? That ain't it. That ain't it, Josh Hart.
That's incredible.
We're pouring honey on you, goat. Wow.
I think I'm going to say that when Knicks hits 100K on YouTube. I'm going to be like, yo, Marsh, let's get the honey out, bro.
49,000 subs. 40. We're closer to 100,000 subscribers than zero. Kind of crazy.
There we go.
Kind of crazy. Let's talk about it, though. Let's talk about it. We've got breaking news as Jalen Brunson has put pen to paper and is signing a massive contract extension to stay with the New York Knicks, but he's taking an even bigger discount. He's signing a deal for 4 years and $156 million, but he is leaving $113 million on the table. He is taking a major discount, and I think you could make the argument this is the biggest hometown discount any athlete in professional America sports has ever taken. And he's doing so to stay with the New York Knicks. Hit that thumbs up icon, subscribe to the channel, and type those 11s for me down in the comments section. Before we talk about this, I got to give a huge shout out to my guys over at Big Nick Energy, an awesome follow on Twitter. They've always done good by me. Those are my guys over there. And as you see the date, July 11th, yesterday, they tweeted out, per league sources, Jalen Brunson will sign a 4-year, $165.5 million contract extension with the New York Knicks tomorrow. Tomorrow is today, and he did it. So shout out to Big Nick Energy. Follow them on Twitter. They're good guys, and they've got the scoop, man. Woj, this. The repercussions of Brunson choosing the 4-year, $156.5 million max deal over the 5-year, $269 million deal in 2025 are massive for the Knicks' ability to keep this team together and keep making roster moves to close the gap on a championship. The deal, which will cost Brunson $37.1 million over the next 3 years, comes with a 4th-year player option, Leon Rose said. And that would set up Brunson to recoup the rest of the $113 million on a 4-year, $323 million extension in 2028 or a new 5-year, $418 million deal in 2029. So while he took a pay cut now, he's going to see that bread one day. And he is going to be a very, very rich man. You look at really the overall breakdown of this deal. He'll be making $34.9 million in 2025 and 2026. In 26-27, it's $37.7 million. Then up to $40.5 million. Then he has a player option in 2028, 2029 for $43.3 million, totaling 156.5. If Brunson waited until the summer of 2025 to sign an extension, he would have made $269 million compared to 156. And you see the numbers on screen. What does it mean for the New York Knicks? The cap savings. With Brunson taking the extension now, compared to him waiting 8 months till next summer, the Knicks save $11.45 million in 2025, $12.3 million in 2026, $13.2 million in 2027, and overall $37 million over the next 4 seasons. The next contract, Brunson will have 10 years in 2028, 2029. He is eligible to sign a 4-year, $323 million extension in the 2027 offseason. You know what the craziest part about that is? That, once again, would be a major discount, and I could see him signing another extension to help out for the New York Knicks. In the video yesterday where we told you Brunson was going to sign a contract extension today via the report from Big Nick Energy, I said build him a statue. I said if he signs this contract, start building the statue. And Josh Hart goes to Twitter and says build him a statue. I need everybody in the comments right now to just type those 11s. Type your JBs, type your 11s. Show some appreciation to an athlete that I will say when he retires will be looked at in a trio of New York sports greats that feature Derek Jeter and Eli Manning. It'll be Jeter, it'll be Eli, and it'll be Jalen Brunson. He'll need a ring, but what he did today helps him get there. It's incredible that Jalen Brunson is leaving $113 million on the table. It is. It's a whole lot of money. And some of the real financials here, if he would have made All-NBA this coming year, he could have signed a 5-year, $314 million deal, which means he's sacrificing like $158 million. The average annual value on the extension, the one he signed now, $39.1 million. If he waited till this summer, it was $53.8 million. He's sacrificing $14 million a year. And if he was All-NBA and he waited, he would have been making $62.9 million per year. This extension makes Jalen Brunson the 37th highest paid player in the NBA. When Brunson signed that deal a couple of summers ago to come from the Mavericks to the Knicks, we told you he was underpaid while everyone else told you he was overpaid. Then 12 months later, everybody under the sun said he was the most underpaid, best contract in the NBA. And once again, he is on the best contract in the NBA. I'm stunned. I am stunned. I've never had anyone do anything this nice for me in my life. Ever. Ever. This is probably what Jalen Brunson told Leon Rose. If you give me Josh Hart and you give me Dante DiVincenzo and you go all in for Mikal Bridges and you promise to bring back Ryan Arcidiacono for the 3rd time, I'll take the discount. That's what he probably said. And it happened. On a more serious note, a lot of players say winning is all that matters. All I want to do is win. I'll do whatever it takes to win. Very few actually mean it. And I've only seen now 2 athletes in my 29 years of existence put the team success over the numbers in their bank account. To this degree. And it's Tom Brady and it's Jalen Brunson. Adrian Wojnarowski says this on the extension. Brunson's study of championship organizations and franchise stars, Patrick Mahomes, Kansas City Chiefs, the Tom Brady New England Patriots, and the Derek Jeter New York Yankees, gave him a blueprint for MVP-level players who restructured contracts to give their teams the best chance at sustainable title runs. I get chills reading that. Like, I have goosebumps right now. The hair on my arms is sticking up. I'm not sure we deserve Jalen Brunson. I've done some bad shit in my life. I'm not sure I deserve something like this. But what I will say to Jalen Brunson is thank you. Thank you for saving New York Knicks basketball, and thank you for taking the New York Knicks out of point guard hell, where we had to look at Chris Duhon and Raymond Felton and Tony Douglas and Pablo Prigioni as the point guards of this team. Then guys like Shane Larkin and Jose Calderon and Derrick Rose and Ramon Sessions. Can't forget Trey Burke or Alonzo Trier. Definitely not Elfrid Payton or Kemba Walker. You can't forget about them. Somehow, some way, every single time Jalen Brunson has over-delivered. He's over-delivered. He was better than we thought he'd be in 2023. Then he comes back his next season and he ups the ante. He's better every single way. And then in the playoffs, that's where players are determined. That's where legacies are made. That's where you talk about legends. In his first playoff series, he averaged 24 points per game and he beat the higher-seeded Cleveland Cavaliers in 5 games. Then he goes on the road, unfortunately loses the Miami Heat, but he averaged 31.6 assists, 5 rebounds, and shot 50% for the deck and 35% from downtown. And then you know what he does the next year in the playoffs? He gets even better. He gave the Philadelphia 76ers 35.5 points per night with 9 dimes. Then against the Indiana Pacers, against the team, they got lucky because the Knicks got healthy. He gave his all. And he did everything he can, giving you 30 points per game and 6 assists. We are not worthy. We, as Knicks fans, are not worried. Show Jalen Brunson some love. One more time. I want to see every single person that watched today's video show some love and show some thanks. Type those 11s in the comments section, and I better see someone start building that statue. And I promise you this, nobody ever will wear number 11 again in a New York Knicks uniform. It will be in the rafters, hopefully right next to a banner that says the New York Knicks are NBA champions once again. Make sure you are following me on social media. I'm on Twitter. I'm on IG. Hit me up over there, and let's go Knicks. And Jalen Brunson, we appreciate you, my guy. Is this real life? Is this real life?
Oh, man. I am very happy for Knicks fans. I'm just happy that, I'm always such a fan when, basketball teams or sports teams, represent the city. I feel like this New York Knicks team represents the fans and the culture of the city better than any other team in major sports. The grittiness, keep the main thing. Also, no more talking about the podcast. I think that's one thing.
Do however many podcasts you want.
I think that's number one. No more. No.
Do a podcast on game days. I don't give a shit.
The no-nos for Marsh next season.
What are things I cannot complain about? The podcast. Okay, that's fair. I will never ever complain about the podcast again.
We'll give Brunson 2 months on the late game free throws.
Okay.
Regular season late game
free throws. I cannot promise.
Can't get upset.
I cannot promise, but I will try my best.
We're going to need a promise. We're going to need a promise for the regular season. This dude just took $113 million discount. If he misses a free throw in February against the Sixers, we can have you killing this guy.
I don't want to promise because I think I'll break the promise.
But the podcast,
I will try my best.
We're good. Maybe that's where he's making it up. Maybe the podcast is
Yeah, the podcast is doing crazy numbers. Holy shit.
That's good stuff.
Whoever sent that super chat in earlier, I thought hit the nail on the head. This puts a lot of pressure on Julius Randle.
Yeah, I think that was Will
McConaughey.
Yeah, that was a great point.
This puts pressure on Julius Randle to do the same. And you know what? Jalen Brunson just saw OG Anunoby sign a $42.5 million deal, and he said, you know what? I'll help out this team.
Yep.
I'll help out this team.
Where another guy could have been like, hey, you're giving him that. I'm going to wait.
I need to be the highest paid player on the team.
Yeah, this is awesome, man. This is awesome. Patrick John, we got your raffle ticket in there as well.
Shout out to PJ. If I asked this before in the past, but what do you think Times Square would be if the Knicks brought home a chip? There would not be a Times Square anymore.
I feel like the National Guard would be called.
There would be 100%.
I actually think they would block off the actual Times Square area.
It would be bad news for the city.
I was going to say, if you are not a Knicks fan and you have no idea what's going on and you're in Times Square when that happens, you're like, what the hell is happening?
Some other news coming out here. Michael Scotto of Hoops Hype is reporting that the Knicks have explored adding more shooting depth, expressed interest in Davis Bertans, we've told you about that, and Landry Shamet.
Oh.
New York also remains intent on adding front court depth. Precious Achiuwa remains open to a return to the Knicks. So Landry Shamet, Davis Bertans, and Achiuwa still all on the New York Knicks radar.
I'm actually a Shamet fan. I think he's pretty good.
I wouldn't mind Shamet coming over here, playing 10 minutes a game and lighting it up from 3.
Smart player, playing the flow of the offense.
Yeah, the Great Gatsby. If that happens, riots for a week.
Yeah, I would probably get out of the city.
Oh, I'll be there. When the New York Knicks win the championship, I am going to the parade. I will fly my happy ass from Dallas, Texas to New York City, and I'm going to be in the streets of New York partying with everybody.
Just be feral in New York for 2 weeks.
Wow.
Jarvis.
Issa Jarvis Anderson, $10 super chat. Reminder, every $10 super chat that comes in today gets you a raffle ticket to win a Jalen Brunson jersey. We're going to spin the wheel at the end of the show to win the jersey. So if you want to be entered into that, you got to send in a $10 super chat. Every $10 you send in gets you one. You send in 50, that gets you 5. You send in 100, that gets you 10. Because I'm a first-timer, but a long-time subscriber. Love that. JB will bring us to the promised land. Thank you, JB, number 11. Jarvis Anderson, Issa Jarvis Anderson, we appreciate you. We love you. Thank you. And Jalen Brunson.
Right here, number 11. Go. Well, I am.
I think I got to get a dog now and name it Brunson.
Yeah, maybe this is the...
This is the motivation I needed.
Sports calendar's dead till
Is this the time?
September. I think this would be the time.
Allie Barefoot was showing me some rescues yesterday, and I almost caved.
Dude, maybe that's what you do this weekend.
Maybe I buy a dog this
Brunson
weekend.
Would be such a good dog name.
Brunson's a great dog name.
That's a great dog name.
Brunson's a great dog name. Will I Am, 77. You are in the raffle, my man. Thank you for being a real one. We bang!
This is a thought right here. This is a thought.
Brunson took the pay cut to absorb Cat's contract.
Oh.
While it may not be Cat,
It could be.
it could be somebody.
Yeah.
It could be somebody. Look, he took this discount for the Knicks to have the ability to continue to add great players to this team.
And I'm assuming Leon presented him like some sort of moves that could happen. Like it's not like he was like, hey, we need to take this discount. We need to make more moves. Like I'm sure there's something on the table.
Whether it's, hey, if you take this discount, we can maybe pay Julius Randle a little bit more to keep him here. Or we can go out and make a trade for a guy that's making max money.
I'll tell you what, that trade coming video. It's got even more juice now, bro. Just saying.
Oh, good thing we scripted that for today. Just might have to add some Brunson graphics into
that photo.
Yeah, honestly. Nefarious Nebula, $5 super chat. Love this team. Love this channel. Shout out to Double N. My guy. We appreciate you. Then OG Don Rafa coming in with a $20 super chat. A first time super chat. My man's too cool with the shades. Man's too cool with the shades.
I saw him in the chat. He goes, how do I super chat? And he got it.
My guy. Everybody, everyone drop an OGDR in the chat. OG Don Rafa. That's my guy right there. We appreciate you, man.
And we got 2 OGs.
We got 2. We got 3. We got Anunoby. We got OG the homie, the real OG, and OG Don Rafa. My man. Shout out to you. That's 2 tickets into the raffle to win the jersey. And then Brian Fitzgerald coming in with an $11 super chat. Every $11 super chat today, I'm taking a shot of tequila. And every $10 super chat gets you in the raffle to win a Jalen Brunson jersey. A $113 million contract or $113 million discount.
Underline, we did not get your super chat if you did send that in.
Fitzgerald, cheers, my man.
Here, I'm going to cut the line real quick. We'll get to all of them. But Johnson U, this is my immediate thought. Shout out to Johnson U. It's going to be the biggest scandal in NBA history. is going to be the Rick Brunson extension.
Johnson, I wish you could have seen Jeffrey Cooperstein's face when he saw this. Because I told Jeffrey Cooperstein 2 weeks ago this was a real possibility, and he said, I ain't doing that. That ain't happening. He said if it happened, it would be tampering, and the league should investigate.
I mean, if Rick Brunson signs an extension.
But if the headline tomorrow is Rick Brunson agrees to a 4-year, $115 million deal with the New York Knicks to be the highest paid assistant coach in the NBA.
And then the headline Sunday would be NBA is investigating New York. Whatever you would want to call it.
Okay, we've kind of joked around a little bit the last 2 years as we've watched over 170 Knicks games together, that they've had almost a little bit of a country club feel. I think this kind of eliminates that. I think him taking this discount.
Yeah.
Because if it was really the country club feel, he would be the highest paid player on the team always.
Yeah. Because it's OG.
OG's making more?
Yeah.
OG's making a hell of a lot more. He signed for 5 years, $212.
Instead of like a country club feel, it kind of gives now like it's just all dudes about basketball. Like all they care about is winning now. They already had that feeling, but let's go get that center.
Johnson, I got a shot for you, my man. Then Brian Fitzgerald, my man. That's a ticket into the raffle. That's a shot at tequila. Sean Hayes, 11 for 11. Sean Hayes, my guy. What's up, Mr. Sean? Appreciate
you, man.
Aaron Christmas says he stole my comment with a super chat. What, the 11 for 11?
Or I'm assuming the Rick Brunson.
Yeah, no. We joked about that yesterday.
Yeah.
But, hey, look, if y'all want credit for that, y'all can have it. Once again, I want to give a major shout-out to Big Nick Energy. They were the one that broke the news yesterday. People laughed at me. We did a video on it yesterday. Like, Marshall, you're taking Big Nick Energy as a source? Yeah, I am. The 2 times they've given me information, they've been 100% on major implications.
Yeah.
So major shout-out to them, Modelo, all of the crew over there.
It's pretty cool for them, man.
They've been good to me. They've shown me love when they didn't have to, and I'm going to show love to them. That's the type of dude I am. You show love to me, I'm going to show love to you. Ja Demand says, do people really think Paul George and Embiid, who are known playoff chokers, stand in our way? Let's go Knicks. I think that there are some people that think that the Philadelphia 76ers are better than the New York Knicks. But what I will say is it was a tough series to win in 6 last year, although we did not have Julius Randle, Joel Embiid, injured, whatever you want to call it. They got better, but so did we. But yeah, they are standing in our way. We're going to have to beat the Sixers if we want to win the NBA championship. You're going to have to beat Boston, and you're going to have to beat the Sixers. Sixers, Knicks, Boston. Top 3 teams in the East right now, and I'm not sure who the 4th is. I think there's a major gap.
I think the Sixers have let's just say if they're playing on their A-plus game, like all of them, and the Knicks are playing on their A-plus game, I'd probably lean Philly. But with that being said, how often is that going to happen for Philly? Like, they have 2 huge question marks, like playoff lapses with their two of their best players, and also injuries. Like, I don't know, like a 7-game series, it's 2 weeks. Like, Paul George has been terrible in the playoffs, and honestly, I think
that's what I'm saying. Like, are we expecting known playoff choker Paul George to 1, play great in the playoffs, 2, be healthy in the playoffs, 3, Joel Embiid be healthy in the playoffs? I don't have a doubt that Embiid can be successful in the playoffs. For some reason outside of this year, he hasn't been able to do what he's done in the regular season, but he's still really good in the playoffs.
I mean, he was good against the Knicks.
He was great against the Knicks. Outside of game...
Whenever he had that migraine.
Was that game 5?
4 or 5. When he was getting double teamed, and he was just seeing, like...
The Sixers ended up winning that game. I think that was the Maxey game.
That was, yeah.
He had 9 turnovers, and Maxey saved him. Then in game 6, he was actually decent, but the Knicks just beat him.
Yeah.
Look, if they're healthy, they're going to be tough. But so the fuck are we. Like, it's a gunfight, and we've got a lot of freaking guns. Patrick John, another entry into the raffle to win a Jalen Brunson jersey. Every $10 super chat that comes in today, you're going to get a raffle entry to win a Jalen Brunson jersey. How much would you pay for a Game 7 at MSG for a guaranteed win?
I mean, this is a championship. You have everything in your account.
Yeah, if it was Game 7 of the finals or Game 7 to get to the finals,
Empty the tank.
I'd say this. I would go broke for Game 7 of the Eastern Conference Finals if that meant I got tickets to every game of the finals.
Yeah.
If it was the NBA Finals, I'd spend every dollar I had.
Easily.
I'd spend every dollar I had to win the NBA Finals. I would. Patrick John, that's another ticket for you into the raffle, my man. Then the Ghost Rider. The Go Rider. My man, what's up, Brody? He says, love to the fellas. JB.
If I was Jalen Brunson, I would just walk around New York right now.
Someone tweets out, all Jalen Brunson wants to do is ball with his friends, win NBA titles, and spend his summers down the Jersey Shore. Truly immaculate vibes.
No, seriously, dude. Like, he's living my dream life. I love it. It's crazy, man.
Goat Rider, 2 tickets for you, and I appreciate you from me. Thank you, brother. Thank you. I am Jules, my man.
All right, James the Preacher.
Oh, we are James the Preacher Gaines. That's a goat right there. James, how you been, brother? How you been? It's been a while, as in like a week and a half since we've seen you on the channel. Hope all is well. Says 11. Enough said.
I love that.
11. Enough said.
You gotta have the lip going up when you do the enough said.
Enough said. Everyone give me an 11 in the chat right now. Let's go. Isaac Smith in the chat. High fives, baby. High fives from Isaac Smith.
Isaac, you better giving all types of high fives today, my friend.
I want your hands falling off. You're giving so many high fives, Isaac Smith.
Just Isaac walking down the streets. You see that Brunson extension? High five.
I am Jules. $20 super chat. What's up, man? Thank you for the love as always. A real one since day one. My guy says, Marsh, when I win that jersey, if I'm not here, I have a family gathering today. Will you hit me up on IG? Absolutely, brother.
No chance. That's
yeah, no way would we hit you up.
I'm taking the jersey if you're not here. I am Jules. No, we got you.
So I actually bought a Jalen Brunson jersey yesterday.
Perfect timing.
But it's not a Knicks Jalen Brunson jersey. It's a hybrid between the Nova jerseys and the Knicks jerseys. I saw someone on Twitter selling them. I hope they come and I didn't get scammed out of my $90. But I'm not going to show it on the show till game 1 of the season.
I like that.
I'm not wearing it until game 1 of the season. But I did get my first Knicks jersey in a long time. It's half New York Knicks, half Villanova, and it's number 11 for the GOAT. King of New York, Brunson. I need a new song.
I was going to say, we need like Nas or like Jay-Z.
Yep.
Come out with some just like a sweet Jalen Brunson.
Oh, A Boogie?
No,
A Boogie on the hook?
No, we're not talking A Boogie.
No A Boogie on the hook? That's crazy. That's crazy. Johnson, you. My man, LeBron's pay cut, $1 million. Brunson's pay cut, $113.
Yeah, LeBron's a hero for that.
Well, let's not discredit Jason Tatum and his discount.
Oh, yeah. Tatum took $1 million, too.
Jason Tatum took $1 million discount as well. OG says badass. Sick, bro.
Yeah.
Sick. I was debating. I talking to Seeps. I was like, do I get the Hart? Do I get the Bridges? Do I get the Devo or the Brunson? It was like, he's the king of New York.
For a jersey like that, I feel like it's got to be Brunson.
He's the king of New York, man. No, yeah, I'll wear the jersey. I'm not going to show it on the show until game 1. I like to keep it fresh and unveiled, but that's what we'll rock. That's what we'll rock. No need to. We'll just do those two segs.
Trade coming in bold predictions.
Yeah, we don't need to do the mailbag at this point. When we do the trade coming, just throw in some of the Brunson stuff to incorporate it that way. We had a whole show planned coming into today's video. We had 3 segments for you. But with breaking news, of course, we're going to shift and we're going to get you guys the shit that you need, which is Jalen Brunson signing a 4-year, $156 million deal to remain with the New York Knicks. As we got our Jalen Brunson in the building. Oh, G!
What up, babe?
My man, JB is our guy. He's our guy. Says players say they care about championships, but they rarely make this sacrifice. Only guy I can think of is Patty Mahomes. Let's
Yeah.
go Knicks.
I mean, nowadays, present time, yeah.
Tom Brady.
Mahomes.
But even like Mahomes at the time wasn't considered a discount. It has turned into a discount.
Yeah. But him signing the 10-year, that was kind of like.
That's probably was the plan for it all along. But yeah, Brady, Mahomes, and Jalen frickin' Brunson.
Crazy, man.
Wow. This is epic. Brian Fitzgerald. Jalen, quote, go get Bridges. LeBron, quote, go get Bronny.
Bro, you guys got to get on Twitter. Like, Brian Fitzgerald, you tweet this out.
That's
this
viral.
Go viral.
That's a viral tweet right there.
That's hilarious, Brian.
As we got CPJ in the building.
What up, Charles?
My man CPJ, what's up, dog? It's a holiday. It's a holiday today. Jalen Brunson just did the New York Knicks an amazing favor.
What's it, July 12th? Jalen Brunson Day.
Jalen Brunson
We'll
Day.
name it. Jalen Brunson Day.
I can't believe he did this. I tweeted this picture out today. I'm going to retweet it. Did I show you the edit I made with the captain?
No.
I'm going to put it in photos. Probably should have included this in the cut. I tweeted out today because I was tipped off by Big Nick Energy. Shout out to them. As always, they were first on it. Don't credit Woj. Don't credit Shams. Credit Big Nick Energy. They were on it first. But, oh, shit, that's B. Fuck, this is C. Sorry, Skeens.
Shout out to Underline, though. You got the 10 in saying thank you, JB. I'm looking at it, or at this realistically. We have to make the Eastern Conference Finals this upcoming season. Otherwise, it's a failure. I would love a chip for sure. Build a statue for him. I don't know about failure, but I mean, it would be a disappointment.
Our Pittsburgh Steelers channel is going crazy right now.
I felt the floor shake.
The floor is shaking. I can feel the floor shaking.
Literally.
Who's jumping like that? That is crazy.
Oh, yeah, I did. Yeah.
I tweeted this out. I said, the New York Knicks need to make Jalen Brunson the captain. And he needs to have a C on his chest.
Could you imagine that? I kind of like that.
That looks fire.
That is sick.
Well, I got in my bag a little bit.
Yeah. You put that C right there.
I put that C right there. I did that. I made that edit.
Graphic designer.
Shout out to Justin. You need to be a graphic designer to work at Chat Sports. They haven't done it since Steph Curry, Draymond Green, and Klay Thompson.
Last people to get a C.
And they only did it for 1 year. I think that he should be the next guy to have a C on his chest.
Yeah, I'm guessing that's obviously a team decision.
Team decision. I remember Tracy McGrady with the Orlando Magic had a C. Chris Paul with the Charlotte Hornets, or the New Orleans Hornets, I think it was at that time.
Yeah.
New Orleans Hornets, he had a C on his chest. Jalen Brunson needs a C on his jersey.
Definitely.
What was the floor just shaking for? The floor was shaking. I thought we were falling through. I thought the floor was shaking, man.
No, you got that.
Lynn Dior, who's that in the background? That was our Steelers channel. They got a $900 super chat. A $900 super chat. Kind of crazy. Rothenberg finally took a pay. I don't know what you mean by that, Kemble.
Rothenberg?
Hey, I'm down. We get a $100 super chat. We'll do a boot race. Fuck it. $100 super chat. We'll do a boot race. Means captain of New York. That's what it means. He is the captain of New York. I'm the captain now. I am the captain now. What'd you say? There's a big move coming. There's a move. You don't just take this for nothing. I got you. Wow, Jalen Brunson. Big Dave says Jordan took less money back in the day. Is that true, Patrick Seatman? I don't remember that. I feel like I remember in The Last Dance he wanted to be paid like the most money in the league.
I think he got paid early, and then he was upset about it, and then they ended up.
They got him on that Scottie Pippen 360 deal.
That was Scotty's agent's fault.
JB's the captain, Carl.
Oh, Big Ben?
Did Roethlisberger take him? I don't remember.
It doesn't seem like a
No one has taken a $113 million pay cut like this.
No.
Nobody has ever done this. The Bronx boy in the building.
Motherfucker.
You motherfuckers. Reminder, every $10 super chat that comes in today gets you a raffle ticket to win a Jalen Brunson jersey. I wish we could give one with the C on the chest. That'd be freaking dope. But,
You could get custom. Marsh goes.
do I iron it on?
Stitch it in there.
Oh my gosh. OG says, what move would shock you? The only move I think that would shock me at this point is if it was a trade involving one of the Nova Knicks. Outside of that, I'm not going to be shocked by anything the Knicks do, whether it's a trade for Randle, whether it's a trade for Robinson, whether it's a trade for McBride.
See, I think a Randle trade before the season would shock me.
I've kind of already prepped myself for that.
Yeah, I would just be shocked that they wouldn't give him like that 2-month run or whatever, but.
Unheard of, Bronx boy. Unheard of. Someone in the chat says, let's get Şengün. I said 10 days ago we need to get Şengün. Then a report came out after that.
Shout out to Rashidi Akins in the chat, too. Appreciate you, bro.
Give me a shout out. Wife is listening. JB is the king. Rashidi Akins, my man.
Did Jalen Brunson save your marriage as well?
Yeah, did Jalen Brunson save your marriage? Carl, would you sign Gordon Hayward for the veteran minimum? Absolutely. I would love Gordon Hayward off the bench for the veteran minimum. Is he playing on the veteran minimum?
Yeah. Hey, Biggie.
Maybe at this point they're forcing him into it because he's not getting signed. I've got 5 bold predictions for the 2024 NBA season. Let's talk about it. I've got 5 bold predictions heading into the 2024-2025 NBA season as you're watching Knicks Now by Chat Sports, and I am your host, Marshall Green. Appreciate everybody for stopping by on today's video, and it's going to get spicy. They're going to get bold. And we did this video last year, and these were my 5 bold predictions. As one, I was way fatter then, All-NBA Jalen Brunson prediction number 1. Check. Knicks trade for Paul George. Did not get that one right, but they did trade for OG Anunoby. 50-plus wins. They got to 50, but they also missed a lot of time from Randle and Anunoby. I'm going to count that as a win for me. But the one I'm most proud of, 2 of Emmanuel Quickley, RJ Barrett, or Quentin Grimes are gone. All 3 of them were gone. And the Eastern Conference Finals, here we come. You were 1 game away, and you had to do it with an injured team. I almost went 5 for 5, and I feel like I'm about to again in this video. We'll start with this. 49.5 wins for the New York Knicks this season. Type O for over, type U for under. I want to hear from you in the comments section. My first bold prediction is that this will be the last season with Julius Randle being a member of the New York Knicks. And he may have already played his last game with this organization. With Jalen Brunson signing this deal, maybe it's for Julius Randle to sign a major extension to stay here. But where there is smoke, there is fire. And there has just been too much surrounding Randle in a trade for me to ignore. Like, what's up with the extension? Is he going to sign that when he can on August 3rd? Ian Begley of SNY predicted he does not sign it. Are the Knicks going to enter the season with Julius Randle having the opportunity to be an unrestricted free agent in 2025? Are they going to do that to themselves? Let's be honest, though. Not many people could do what Julius Randle does. 25, 10, and 5 on a bad game. He's one of the best power forwards in this league, and he could be a really, really good player. And we saw when Julius Randle, OG Anunoby, and Jalen Brunson played together in the 12-game sample size, they were 11-1, and they were the best team in the NBA, beating teams on average by 18 points per game. We also can't forget the playoff struggles. And we also can't ignore that he's had 2 major injuries resulting in 2 major surgeries in each of the last 2 seasons. Randle can sign a 4-year, $181.5 million contract extension on August 3rd. That is the first date he could do that. And I wonder, with Brunson signing his extension, does that put pressure on him to do that? If Randle inks that deal at 4 for $181, that would make him the 24th highest paid player in the NBA. I think Randle may sign that. I'm just not so sure the Knicks are going to offer him that type of money. And maybe Randle wants to wait till he can hit free agency in the summer of 2025, where he could sign a potential 5-year, $300+ million deal. Ian Begley of SNY, as I said a couple of weeks ago, I did a video on it. He said he does not think Randle's going to get an extension. He did say that Jalen Brunson would sign his extension. Shout out to Ian Begley. Check him out. What about what Mark Berman said a couple of days ago? Leon Rose, quote, he's still cooking, and he wants to make a big move at center. What about what CP of Knicks Fan TV said? Quote, I don't think they're done. I think there's one more move they want to make. I think there's a big swing that they want to make. And he mentioned Karl Anthony Towns by name. And with Brunson signing this deal, it gives the Knicks a little bit more space under that second apron and maybe a potential opportunity to go out and make a big-time deal. As you see, the Knicks saved $37.1 million in cap space over the next 4 seasons, well, from 2025 to 2027. $11 million that year, $12.3 that year, then $13.2 that year. My question to you, is Julius Randle on the New York Knicks this time next year? I'm not advocating for trading him, but I think it's not the smartest thing in the world to think that he's untradeable, as he might just be an unrestricted free agent and walk for nothing this time next year. Is Julius Randle on this team this time next year? Type Y for yes, type N for no. My bold prediction last year was 50 wins, 50-plus wins. They won 50. I'm going 50-plus again. I truly do think the New York Knicks are the second best team in the NBA. I know that a lot of people are hyping up the Philadelphia 76ers. They added Paul George. They got Andre Drummond. They brought back Kyle Lowry. They retained Kelly Oubre. That's good. But you look at this New York Knicks roster. They are going to be able to compete with anybody in this team. And it will be health dependent if they can win 50-plus games. But I think even more so this year than that last year, they're a little bit more, I would say, ready to withstand some of those injuries. Because if Anunoby goes down, you still have Bridges. Bridges hasn't missed a game since high school. Like, you have more people you can rely on. McBride, Kolek, Chenzo, Dadier, Hart, McCullough, Bates, Diop, Sims, Huck Porty, Robinson, Randle, Bridges, Brunson, Anunoby. There's not many better top 10s than those teams. The Nova Knicks are going to be special, ladies and gentlemen. So many times in this league, we worry about talent and having the best players in the world. Fit is just as, if not, more important. And what Mikal Bridges said is at his introductory press conference, we all embody how to win games. These 4 are the face of your organization alongside Julius Randle and Anunoby, and I'll take that top 6 versus any top 6 in this league. My next bold prediction. This one, I'm not confident in, but I'm willing to go on a limb and do so. OG Anunoby. I think he's going to win the Defensive Player of the Year, or at the very least, be in the conversation. Look at some of these numbers. The Knicks defense without OG and with OG. Points per 100 possessions, they give up 14 less points. The rim field goal percentage, down from 65 to 58. The three-point field goal percentage, down from 38 to 30. Corner three-point percentage, down 11 percentage points. The two-point field goal percentage, down 4 percentage points. And the effective field goal percentage, down 8 percentage points. If OG Anunoby plays 65-plus games, I don't think he finishes outside the top 3 of Defensive Player of the Year. But it's injuries and Victor Wembanyama that concern me. I think that we might see a 5 to 10 year run of Wemby stacking up deep, boys. But the impact that OG makes on defense cannot be slept on. The numbers are there. And I think that we may see a Rudy Gobert effect, a Rudy Gobert impact, where we saw Gobert couldn't guard anybody in the playoffs. All he did was block a lot of shots. Does that maybe have the NBA make a harsh turn to change the way that they go about awarding the Defensive Player of the Year? Do we go from a shot blocker to the best wing defender in the NBA? I think it's something that could potentially happen. Bold prediction 4. Leon's going to make one more big move. And I think today, when we film this video on the 12th of July, officially Jalen Brunson Day, with him inking this contract extension and taking a major, major discount over the next 3 years, it leaves an opportunity to add somebody of major salary. Or maybe it allows the Knicks to overpay to retain Randle. I do think if a big move comes, it is most likely going to involve Julius Randle. Whether it's for Karl Anthony Towns, as we have heard his name over and over and over again. CP at Knicks Fan TV, shout out to him, said on his show, the Knicks front office likes Karl Anthony Towns more than they do Julius Randle. I don't think we should scoff at that. CP doesn't just say stuff. You think he's risking his channel going out on a limb and saying that? No, he's not. If a big move happens, I do think, unfortunately, Julius Randle is probably the player going out because it's a numbers game. You got to match salary, and he's got a lot of it. What's your boldest prediction for the Knicks this year? Your boldest prediction for the Knicks this year. Mine's coming up around the corner. Give me yours right now in the comment section. The New York Knicks are going to beat the Boston Celtics in the Eastern Conference Finals and get to the NBA Finals for the first time in 20-plus years. I'm just telling you that's what's going to happen. I am speaking it into existence. F Boston. Everyone in the comments, right now, F Boston. The New York Knicks are going to beat them in the Eastern Conference Finals. The Boston Celtics are soft. They are weak, and they had a cakewalk to an NBA championship last season. They didn't have to play the Knicks. They didn't have to play an injured Knicks team. They didn't get to play a healthy New York Knicks team either. F Boston, we're going to the finals, and we're going to be competing for the third NBA championship, NBA Finals championship in New York Knicks history. If you want the Knicks to get to the finals, hit that thumbs up icon for me. Like this video. Show some love. Hit that thumbs up icon. I got a bonus bold prediction for you. If Julius Randle stays, and he's healthy, and Brunson's healthy, and Mikal Bridges is healthy, the Knicks are going to have 3 All-Stars this year. Brunson, Bridges, Randle. They all got to be healthy, and Randle needs to be here. But all 3 of them will be All-Stars. That's my final bold prediction for today's video. Make sure you are following me over on social media. I'm on Twitter. I'm on Instagram, @MarshallGreen_. Hit me up over there, and let's go Knicks! I should have did 55-plus wins. That was soft to me.
I was curious who you were going to go for that third All-Star.
Bridges.
Yeah, I thought maybe you were going to go OG. Like,
okay, I don't hate that.
I mean, if he is in the DPOY conversation and they're averaging the same.
Could it be 4?
Nah.
The Atlanta Hawks back in the day when they had all 5 starters make the All-Star team.
They had Corver making All-Star games.
Death Ninja. What number will Mikal wear? Uno. Mikal Bridges wear number 1. Who do you think is more likely to be an All-Star, OG or Mikal? I think it's Bridges just because I could see him averaging 20 this year. I think OG could be like 14, but the defensive impact could maybe get it done.
Yeah, I mean, that's tough. I could just see, I don't know why. I just could see him being an All-Star more.
So yesterday I found this video on YouTube, 28, it was like either 28 or 18 minutes long, I don't remember. Every highlight OG Anunoby had in the playoffs this past year. He's really fucking good, dude.
Yeah, I know.
No, like we sleep on him. He is, in transition, he is great.
Is it crazy to say he's better than Bridges? Like right now,
I don't think that's crazy.
Like right now, Bridges is better, but this time next year, I mean, what if we're talking OG is the second best player on the team, even if like the Knicks go win a championship and Randle stays?
Dude, he was getting to his spot on the court whenever he wanted.
I don't know. I just think OG has a lot more potential than I think people think.
I agree with that 100%.
I mean, if he gets that little...
Dude, he's big.
He's huge.
Like, you forget how big OG Anunoby is.
Cal's number should be 82. That's funny.
Trying to get some playoff numbers here on Anunoby. I want to look at something real quick.
He
shot 45.5% on catch and shoot threes in the playoffs.
Really?
You know what's crazy, though? Let me get the totals on this. Pull up twos, right? He only attempted 20 pull up twos, right?
In the playoffs?
In the playoffs. 55%. 55% on pull up twos.
Also, I saw that clip of him dunking on Embiid again recently. Like, that's a crazy clip.
He was getting to that mid-range spot. They were isoing him a little bit. Jab step, put it on the deck.
He's crazy, man.
Anunoby's really good, man. Got to stay healthy. Gotta stay healthy. Gotta stay healthy, man. Gotta stay healthy. Reminder at the end of today's show, which will wrap up in about, I'd say, 15, 20, 25 minutes or so, we're going to do a jersey raffle. If you want to be featured in the raffle, $10 super chat. Is Brunson's contract good enough for Randle to also take at 4 for 156? It's a question for Julius Randle. Is Randle signing 4 for 156? Why should the New York Knicks have to offer Julius Randle any more money than Jalen Brunson? You want to win a championship, or do you want to go get paid a lot of money and play on a bad team? You're 10 years into the NBA, Randle. What do you want to do? You're going to be 30 in November, and you've come off 2 major surgeries. I can't give Randle any more money than Brunson just signed. I can't. 2 major surgeries. 30 years old in November. Do you want to go play for Detroit and be an all-star a lot of times and never sniff the playoffs, or do you want to compete for a freaking NBA title? Daniel Jones does not get paid more than Jalen Brunson. That is not true.
They got the same deal, damn near.
No, they didn't.
He got 4 for 160.
It was...
Who commented that? Born to be hated. Shout out to you. Daniel Jones, Jalen Brunson. I mean, they're in the same ballpark.
You can't give Randle any more money than Brunson, right?
I was just going to say, I feel like Randle...
He's probably pissed.
He's already felt like the odd man out. Like, even after today, it's like, I don't know why, but this, like, makes it like...
It doesn't feel like he's a part of the team going forward to me. I know Marshall, you hate Randle. I think my track record speaks for itself at this point, and I just don't feel like he fits this team anymore. I don't.
Yeah.
That's just my take, though. I like what he brings in the sense that you could look at McHale and Brunson and Devo as maybe a little bit softer players, and Randle brings that aggression and toughness and pressure on the front rim and downhill mentality. But I just don't necessarily love the fit anymore.
Yeah.
But I'm like, what's a better fit? Who's a better player than him at his spot? There's not that many guys. Maybe you don't need a better player. Maybe you just need a better fit. I don't know.
It's almost, obviously this couldn't have been the case, but like if you could have offered Hartenstein like that deal he got for the Thunder, if it would have meant like losing Randle, I honestly think I would have done that. Like I feel like he would have been.
Hartenstein is like a perfect center for this team.
Like I like the lineup more of
Hartenstein, OG, Hart, Bridges, Brunson
than the one they have now. But that's just obviously getting greedy. Şengün. Oh.
Gabriel, am I saying that Brunson should have the ball in his hands the whole time? He should have the ball in his hands more than anybody on this team, and it shouldn't be close. The Knicks are at their best when the ball's in Brunson's hands. I'm not even sure that Randle should have the ball in his hands more than Bridges. Like, it should be Brunson and then everyone else get in line, and you take the shots and the opportunities when the ball is passed your way.
maybe this cat thing is.
I'm not putting that cat thing to bed yet.
Because that is.
How long has it been rumored?
I was just going to say, and that's been one thing where we've been like, why, and just every report, it's always cats included. Maybe that's the move, man.
A lot of people, someone comments like, I'm not believing any of these rumors because Knicks moves always come out of nowhere. And I'm like, what? We knew Jalen Brunson in January was the Knicks target.
Yeah.
We knew Dante DiVincenzo was going to sign. How long was OG Anunoby linked to the Knicks? How long was Mikal Bridges linked to the New York Knicks? Josh Hart is the only one, but it was reported the day before by Ian Begley. We did a video on it before the trade. Yes, the Knicks act stealth, and at times they happen when you don't expect them to. But there's never been a player the Knicks have added of a high leverage name that we haven't spoken about on this channel.
Listen, I understand Cat is he's kind of aloof. He has his downs, but I think he's a way better fit than Randle at the 4. Because then you can run, then you got you got 3 elite shooters next to
You're
him.
closing games with Cat, OG, Hart, Bridges, Brunson.
That's a nasty 5 guy. That's a 5 that can compete with Boston's 5 with Porzingis.
That's the 5 they would close with.
Listen, I know the soft thing, I don't necessarily agree with that. But,
Hey, man.
Cat will be polarizing in New York, though.
Absolutely would.
Fans will be split down the middle on Cat.
I don't think that we should just put that thing to bed. Oh, man. Yeah, Mr. Realistic, you're not doing anything by saying that, brother. Oh, man.
Do you want to keep it with this Rockets one? Or do you want to...
So I mainly talked about it from the Jeff Green perspective of opting in. Just take a look at the script. I don't even know how he would handle this at this point.
I think honestly, just keep it how it is. Just let me grab a couple Cat graphics.
Yeah.
And then just,
yeah.
We'll be good. Yeah.
King Xavier Cedeno says, "Go home, Marshall." Thank you, brother. Oh, man. Şengün or Giannis? Who's yelling in the other studio? Other live channels that are going crazy right now. Now.
I'll tell you what, though. The Bucks have a bad year. That's gonna be the hottest rumor on the streets, man.
And that's why I think another part of this Cat thing is.
Just got to load up.
Okay. Another thing with the Cat thing is yes, he makes a lot of money, but you know what you can do with a player that makes a lot of money? Trade him for another player that makes a lot of money.
And especially if the Knicks are going to be is it the first or second apron where you can't aggregate?
Second apron. And right now they're not the second apron. And I'll tell you this much. Giannis ever becomes available, the Knicks want to have an opportunity to get so, and starting a package with Cat is a good start.
Dude, I'm I'm starting to see it.
Because look, think about it like this. What happens if Randle leaves in the summer and you lose him for nothing, like the Clippers just lost Paul George for nothing?
Yeah.
Are we doing that? Are we cool with losing Julius Randle for nothing?
Yeah.
A reason that I think the Cat thing is in play is, 1, they like the basketball fit.
Yeah.
2, he's a CAA client. 3, he basketball fit as well. But let's say it flames out, you can. And what happens, Seeps? If they are in the second apron and they can't aggregate salaries and they have to trade just Cat and picks for a player down the line. There's a lot of layers to this. Joey DeLuca, Randle isn't going anywhere. Okay. What happens if he doesn't sign the extension, Joey DeLuca? What then? Are we just blindly believing he's going to sign this extension, or are we blindly believing the Knicks are going to offer him an extension he would accept?
Also, and I'll add this L3 when we talk about it. I didn't know he could sign 5 for $300.
Yep. Randle has made All-NBA 2 times. He's a 3-time All-Star. He's been in the league for 10 years.
So that's,
5 years, 300.
Is that only with the Knicks? Or is that?
That would only be with the Knicks.
Okay, all right.
Because you cannot sign a 5-year deal if you're leaving. I think that's the more important question. Are y'all going to pay Randle 5 for $300?
No.
I think that's the question you got to ask yourself, right?
Yeah. And the easy, quick answer is no. I think Randle has a decision to make where it's like,
Who do I want to be?
I'm either buying all into this Nova Knicks thing and I'm just going to be part of that group, or I think he's going to be on his way out.
I just am growing sick and tired of people blanketly saying Randle's not going anywhere.
Yeah.
Like it's not a real fucking possibility. This time next year, he could be an unrestricted free agent.
Yeah,
what about when we wake up on August 4th and he hasn't signed an extension yet? What's going to change?
I honestly think Randle trade might be coming sooner than I thought. I said I was going to be shocked if he gets dealt before the season.
I think it's unfair to just discredit that by saying, "Oh, he ain't going anywhere." Okay. You also told me you were never trading R.J. Barrett. Okay. I'm not even saying to trade Randle. I'm just trying to outline the facts. There is a world where in three weeks, Randle can sign an extension.
Yep.
If he does not, then what's the conversation?
All right, I think just looking at the script, keep it the same. Talk about the Rockets first half, but you could just fly through the Rockets thing faster and then just get the Cat.
Should we start with Cat maybe?
Yeah, go to the Knicks fan thing, talk Cat. I'll just mix in some of the. Yeah,
I think all of this.
Is that all?
What is this?
Leon Rose, Berman, still hit that. So keep the Scotto one to the.
Yeah.
We'll just hit the Scotto one at the end, but.
We'll do Cat stuff here.
Yeah.
I don't know. Should we move this up, you think? Maybe.
Yeah, I kind of.
Or you think it's good there?
Yeah, I kind of see the vision right now.
All right. Whatever you think's good, I'm good with it. Then he's a free agent. And we're going to lose him for nothing? I promise you, Joey DeLuca, the Knicks don't operate like that. The Knicks aren't entering the season with a chance that they can lose Julius Randle for nothing. Why would they be interested in Alperen Şengün? How are they getting him without trading Randle? How are you getting Cat without trading Randle?
And also Şengün, if that is the move they're thinking about, you got to extend him.
Yep.
So
I want everyone to just wake up a little bit and smell the coffee and look at the facts. There's a better chance than not that Randle does not sign that extension. We'll see though. We'll see on August 3rd.
It's also Julius Randle, everybody. Let's not act like this is Anthony Davis or.
I get it.
Come on,
he's a Knick, and we love our Knicks.
Loved RJ. Loved.
Do you know what I would be saying if Jalen Brunson was in this situation? The same exact thing. If the Knicks can't get an extension for him, they may have to look somewhere else. Because that's the professional sports. It's a business. And no business that operates in the billions does not think forward. If you don't think for a second that Leon Rose, Worldwide Rest, Brock Aller, and Gerson Rosas have talked about what happens if Randle doesn't sign that extension, you're fucking wrong.
And also the basketball fit, I'm sure they're thinking about Eastern Conference Finals.
How do we beat Boston?
Game 6 in the whatever garden it is. And it's Julius Randle getting the secondary looks for your offense. I'm sure they're thinking about that. Do we have faith in that?
The thing I'm worried about with this is, who is Randle guarding against the Boston Celtics in closing time? Who's he guarding? They're going to go with KP. They're going to go with Tatum, Brown, Holiday, and Derek White.
You would want him on Porzingis if I had to choose one. But then because you don't want him on anybody else.
So he's playing the 4.
Yeah.
I don't think the glass slipper necessarily fits there. I don't think it fits there. All right, let's talk about it.
Knicks tampering.
Did you see the news on Rick Brunson?
Not see that.
Highest paid NBA coach of all time? Not
Signed
true.
A 2-year,
Not true.
$400 million contract.
Randall's guarding Tatum, huh? In the Eastern Conference Finals. Who's he guarding? Tatum, Porzingis, Brown, Holiday, White. We'll find out. Following the contract extension that Jalen Brown, Jesus Christ, Jalen Brown. All right. Following the extension that Jalen Brunson has signed to remain a New York Knick on 4 years at $156 million and almost saving the Knicks $37 million from 2025 to 2028, could a big move be coming? There's been a lot of smoke around the New York Knicks on what they will do, what they might do, and I think Jalen Brunson signing this contract extension is the first domino to fall and what could be a big move coming for the Knicks. Brunson signs that 4-year, $156 million deal where he could have waited and signed a 5-year, $269 million deal. Overall, if you just boil it down to years, Jalen Brunson passed up on essentially $58.7 million over the next 3 seasons, or from the 2025 season to 2028 season. It's a lot of money to pass up, and I don't think he would do that unless he knew that there were more moves to be made to make the New York Knicks a championship team. And there's a couple ways they could do that. Paying Julius Randle more money, or going out and making another big move like Mark Berman of the New York Post hinted at a couple of days ago, saying this: Leon Rose didn't talk at the Mikal Bridges presser, but he wants to make a big center move after Philly's 2 additions. He heard Alperen Şengün has been on the radar, even Detroit's Jalen Duren, and that was before the Pistons signed Paul Reed. CP, the franchise of KFTV, Knicks Fan TV, awesome podcast, check him out. He reported the Knicks have major interest in Karl Anthony Towns, and he also said this: I don't think they're done. I think there's one more move they want to make. I think there's a big swing that they want to take. And let's start with it potentially being for Karl Anthony Towns. He is the player that has been linked to the New York Knicks the most recently in the past couple of summers that's not on this team. For a long time, it was Anunoby. For a long time, it was Bridges. For a summer, it was DiVincenzo. And now it seems like the focus is on Cat. What does Cat bring to the New York Knicks? A 7-footer that shoots the outside shot at an elite number. 41.6% last year, 36th the year before that. The guy's one of the best shooters in the NBA. Won the NBA three-point contest. He's going to give you 20 points a night, close to 10 boards, be efficient, and make a lot of long-range shots. He also provides, I feel like, a little bit of a better fit than Julius Randle, considering you could play 5 out with him. The offense is a little more free-flowing, and when Randle's on the floor, compared to when Cat's on the floor compared to Randle, you can play Cat at the 5, and you can have 5 people on the floor at all times. That would be a legitimate threat to knock down a catch and shoot 3. The problem that a lot of people have, like myself that I have a problem with, is that he makes a lot of money. $49.7 million this upcoming year, then $53.5, then $57.5, then a player option for $61.6 million. I have a player option that year. A lot of money, no doubt about it. But what I will say is, with Julius Randle potentially being a free agent at the end of this upcoming season because he has a player option next year, we know the Knicks still want to go out and add a really good player. And you could do that with the contract of Karl Anthony Towns if it does not work out fit-wise. Whereas you could not do that if Randle leaves in free agency. Is he going to sign the extension on August 3rd? Are the Knicks really going to enter the 2024-2025 season if Julius Randle's not under team control and has the opportunity to leave for nothing in free agency? We know Randle's a good player. 25, 10, and 5. He's done it for 4 straight seasons. Not many players could do what he could do. And we know that when Randle, OG, and Brunson played together, they were great. But the playoff struggles are real. We cannot ignore that. And he's going to be 30 in November, and he's had 2 major injuries over the last 2 seasons. Everyone needs to be paying attention to August 3rd. That is the day that Julius Randle could sign a 4-year, $181 million contract extension. If he doesn't sign that extension, the trade rumors are going to heat up. And there's an opportunity. One, he's going to decline this player option. That'll be at the end of this upcoming season, which means he'll be a free agent in the summer of 2025. And this organization is way too smart and way too forward-thinking to put themselves in a spot where he could potentially leave for nothing and get overpaid by another team. The thing is, I'd be like, Marshall, you keep talking about Randle being traded. Why? Because I'm following the paper trail. Because I've heard things from people that I listen to. CP ain't just saying it. Mark Berman, maybe he's just saying it. But I trust some other people I've talked to. And you know what? Randle could end these rumors. He could have came out already and said that I'm going to sign the extension. Couldn't put pen to paper, but he could say it. Don't expect him to do so. But on August 3rd, Randle could do this. And the trade rumors are dead. We'll see what happens in 3 weeks. Is Julius Randle on the Knicks this time next year? Is Julius Randle on the Knicks this time next year? I'm not saying trade Julius Randle. I'm just looking down the pipeline. Where there's a real-life world, he could be a free agent in less than 12 months. And other teams will be bidding for his services. And I'm sure there will be other teams that might be willing to pay a little bit more than the New York Knicks. Let me know your thoughts. Look, I'm not just trading Randle to trade him either. Like, 2-time All-NBA, 3-time All-Star, 25, 10, and 5. Built the culture here with the Knicks. I know all of that. It's a very short list of players that I would trade Randle for, right? Like, it's not a lot of players that I would deal him for. But if Randle declines to sign a contract extension, if the Knicks can't come to a number that Randle finds out that he thinks is fair, what's going to change in 8 months when he's a free agent to sign a fair deal? If Randle decides that he's not going to sign that extension, that changes things around. And that changes the players that you're looking at to get back. Because the last thing you want to do is put yourself in a spot that the Los Angeles Clippers just put themselves in. They just lost Paul George for nothing. And now they're on the brink of being a dumpster fire. Like, they lost him for nothing. They didn't have the cap space to replace him. I think that's something Knicks fans need to wake up to as well. The Knicks are over the cap. And you could take away Randle's contract and you're still over the cap. When Randle's $30 million comes off the books, you don't get $30 more million to spend. This front office is very calculated. This front office is very forward-thinking. They've gone through every single situation with Randle. They're ready for what's about to come. And that's why there were reports of them interested in Alperen Şengün. That's why you're hearing the Karl Anthony Towns things. That's why you're hearing the Jalen Duren things. I wouldn't sleep on this stuff. And I'm not just saying it to say it. I truly, truly believe it. I truly do. Michael Scotto of Hoops Hype with this. The Houston Rockets have fully guaranteed the $9.5 million salary of veteran forward Jeff Green. He played 78 games last season and turns 38 in August. He remains a key rotational contributor for the Rockets and a strong veteran locker room presence. $9.6 million for Jeff Green, who's 38, who they could have brought back for nothing? Now, why would they do that? Why would the Rockets agree to pay Jeff Green $9 million this year? You could have re-signed him for the veteran minimum. Nobody is going to outbid the Houston Rockets for Jeff Green. Even if you wanted to bring him back, it could have been for $8 million, or $7 million, or $6 million, or 5, 4, 3, 2, or 1. The Rockets are looking to make a splash. They wanted to go all in for Kevin Durant. They did the little pick swap thing with the Brooklyn Nets for a reason. They wanted to go in for KD. We've heard, or it was the Phoenix Suns that they did the pick swap thing. Whatever that trade was, they did it for a reason. They wanted KD. We've heard Devin Booker rumors. We've heard other things like, I just don't think we should omit the interest that we've heard for Şengün, the Rockets starting to stack their ducks in a row, and potentially a big move coming from them. I'm just saying. Pick a player for me. Pick a player. For the next 10 years, who would you rather have? Julius Randle or Alperen Şengün? Because the only way you're getting Şengün is if you give up Randle. I'll let you decide. Make sure you're following me over on social media. I'm on Twitter. I'm on IG at @MarshallGreen_. Hit me up over there. Subscribe to the channel and hit that thumbs up icon. My man Mike G in the building. What up? I'm not trying to be some prediction guy. Like, I don't really care about all that. I've had my hits, and there's been a lot more hits than misses. But I do take pride in being able to follow a story and being able to detect a paper trail of moves. And I like to look ahead and see things happen before they unfold. And I don't know. Am I crazy? I just...
For the Randle thing? No.
There's something coming. You don't go all in for OG and for Mikal Bridges, for Ariel Huck-Porty and Jericho Sims to be your second and third center.
Yeah.
Marstradamus. They gave me that name. They gave me that name for a reason. Mike G. What's up, Mike G? How we feeling, brother? Dean. What's up, man? He said, what up, Marshall and Seeps? I just put $300 down on New York Knicks to win the championship, and I'll get back $2,775. You're going to be rich, my man. Can I hold $1? Can I hold $1?
It's honestly a great bet to make right now.
Can I hold $1? Ryan Fitzgerald says I'm cooking. It's right in front of your faces. It's right there. But if we want to live in a world where we just think Julius Randle's going to be forever a Knick, and he's going to sign that extension, and we're going to go to bed at night with this being the set roster, which could happen, and probably will. I think that there's a little bit of a chance that something else could happen. Young the Hot Boy, $10 super chat. That gets you a ticket into the raffle to win a Jalen Brunson jersey. We're going to sign off on the show in the next 10 to 15 minutes. If you want to be featured on the raffle to win a Brunson jersey, a $10 super chat. Every $10 super chat will get you a ticket into the raffle. My man Young, the Hot Boy, gets one. He says 55 wins for the Knicks this season, 3 or 4 All-Stars from our team, JB, JR, OG, and Mikal, not to mention finals contenders. Go New York, go New York, go. Shout out to Young, the Hot Boy. CPJ says the suspense is killing me. CPJ, my guy. What's up, bro? What's up, man? Shout out to Always Froza. $10 super chat. That gets you a ticket into the raffle to win a Jalen Brunson jersey. Says, can Cat or Şengün handle MSG? NY ain't for everyone. What the F is next? We gambling. If Julius Randle can handle MSG, Karl Anthony Towns can handle MSG. He played at Kentucky.
Yeah, I mean, it's also Cat was a 5-star, highly touted recruit.
He's from the area. And, like, we're not looking at Cat to come here and be the savior either.
No.
You got your savior. It's number 11. You got your 2 wings in Bridges and OG. You got your role players in Dante and Hart.
Cat has been through a lot in his life. Like, if you guys look at what...
He's built for this, man. I don't even like the guy.
But if you look, like, if you guys look up the stuff of his family during COVID and all that, like, I think Cat kind of has a... I don't know. I've gained a lot of respect for him. Goofy guy, no doubt about it. Still has bonehead plays where you're like, is that guy a rookie? But I think he would end up working out.
Always Froza says he played bad in the playoffs just like Randle. His playoff stats are not even close to as bad as Julius Randle's.
Yeah.
Not even close. Like,
he also did a great job guarding Jokic in the second round.
There's not many 7-foot, 250-pound people that shoot 40% from 3.
Yeah, on high volume. Very high volume.
The guy in the playoffs averaged 19 points per game, 19 points per game, 9 rebounds on 46% from the deck and 36% from 3. I'll take that.
I'll take that any day.
You want to know what Julius Randle's are? Do I need to say them, or do we not want to do that to the kids that are watching?
35% from the field.
If your kids are watching, have them close their eyes and ears, because Julius Randle is averaging 17 points per game and 9 rebounds on 34% from the field and 28% from 3. It's not even close who's been a better playoff player. I said it on the show before. I'll say it again. I think Randle is a better player than Cat. I think Cat's a better fit on this team.
Yeah.
I think Randle's better than Cat. I think Cat is a better fit. I am Jules. What's up, gang? Rashad says Cat got benched in the playoffs last year. What did they get to the Western Conference Finals and beat the number 1 seed? Didn't they beat the number 1 seed?
Yeah.
Okay. Lord Buddy Bear, we have not done the jersey raffle yet. I'm going to put a timer on here for 5 minutes. 5 minutes, and then we're going to get out of here.
Tay saying Cat is soft. You don't win with soft guys. Yeah, I remember a lot of people saying that about Steph Curry, that Golden State Warriors team. Same conversation.
We got guys in the other room that are shirtless. Just not caring.
We do not. I think they said Jason Tatum was soft.
Tatum was soft. So
Drew Holiday can't play in the playoffs.
Browns, soft too. Like,
Yeah?
Oh, F the Celtics. Absolutely.
yeah.
Absolutely. Last call. 5-minute shot clock. If you want to enter the Jalen Brunson raffle, $10 super chat.
FYI, I talked to Reed for
Yeah. Yeah. It's just like in this type of moment, I don't have time to do all that. Yeah. Yeah. For sure. Like, I just don't, I got in here, he's like, all right, what do we do? I'm like, dog. And then you couldn't even get the intro right. You just pushed to black screen live right away. My guy, Lord Buddy Bear, coming in with a $10 super chat. What's up, Brody? Appreciate you, man. Says, put me in, coach. Thanks to Jalen Brunson, the next MVP. The next MVP.
You should tell Buddy Bear about the jersey you got, since Buddy Bear is a Brunson jersey owner.
Buddy Bear, is he a Brunson jersey owner? He's got the number 1 with Buddy Bear on the back.
Oh, he's got the
Yeah, he's got that one. I got a Brunson jersey, Buddy Bear, of half Villanova, half Jalen Brunson. We could just put it on. I don't want to show it, though. I don't want to show it, though. I don't want to show it.
That's got to be opening night.
Opening night, I'll wear it. Opening night, I'll wear it. Lord Buddy Bear, that gets you in the raffle to win the Jalen Brunson jersey. We got 2.5 minutes left.
We got
2.5 minutes left.
Entries right now. 42 entries. So
42 entries. Let's ride. Brian says Lord Buddy Bear going to lose his number 1 to McHale. Dead.
yeah, that's devastating.
Rashad, what's up, fam? He says if the Knicks win 60 games, JB might get MVP.
Disgusting.
I hope they're already etching the statue now. It's honestly incredible that the Dallas Mavericks let Tom Brady just walk out of their
We
organization.
offered him $455. He didn't take less then, did he?
We had a lot of
You
comments.
offered him that after he already said I wanted that, and you waited 6 months.
So he didn't take less then, but he'll take $150
Hold on.
million less now? What a joke.
We had a lot of comments asking for an official statement from Jeffrey Cooperstein.
On this?
You know what. Go ahead.
Hello, Knicks fans. You guys know I love you. Johnson, you. Shout out to the real ones. Joey DeLuca. Shout out to y'all. This is one of the most disgusting acts in NBA history. The fact that this man took $120 million less dollars to sign here is an absolute joke. And you know that Rick Brunson will be getting paid this under the table. It is only a matter of time before the New York Knicks are investigated. And I find this to be an absolute atrocity, and they should all be in prison, especially Leon Rose. Have a good day.
I tried to tell you. I tried to tell him. He said, no way, no, I ain't doing that.
You did. You did try to tell me. No, I ain't doing that.
This guy, it's
great.
Eli Manning. It's Derek Jeter. And it's Jalen
And
Brunson.
Babe Ruth.
The babe.
Babe.
What about
babe.
Hank? You forgot Hank.
Nah, those three are the New York legends.
Messier? Gretzky?
Igor?
Igor.
Always Froza. We will see how pissed Randle is on August 3rd, and we will trade him on the 4th. Trade rumors are killing him right now. He's straight dead, and JB making him look bad today, but I don't want Cat, dang it. Look, I'll say this much. I think Brunson signing
He just
that
signed off.
deal.
You're still alive.
Brunson signing that deal puts pressure on Randle to not take the max. What does Randle want to do? You want to compete for a championship, or you want to go be an all-star in Detroit and lose?
What's
We know
the
the answer to that.
what's the max you can sign on August 3rd?
August 3rd is 4 for 181. I don't even think I'd offer him that much. I'd offer him the same deal Jalen Brunson got. You want to be a part of this or not?
Not even close. I'd offer him 4 for 25.
Rashad
Nick
goes.
Claxton just got 4 for 100.
That's what I meant.
Rashad goes.
He's way better than Nick Claxton.
Rashad goes. I can hear Coop type in the league office right now.
I have sent this information to Mr. Mark Tatum and Adam Silver.
Luka would never.
Luka would never.
would never.
He's the top 20 player of all time already.
Oh.
You can't even win a ring. Oh.
That's funny.
Rich Rob in the building says Randle is going to take a team-friendly deal. I will believe that when I see it.
Yeah, that's.
I will believe that when I see it.
I don't have faith in that.
Do you not think he feels like I was the one who signed here first?
I started this.
I started this and now it's just being handed to him?
Sure.
I don't know.
I'm
We're just
sure a
spitballing.
little bit. Like
We're just spitballing.
Stab being on the team. I don't know. This Randall thing got a whole lot more interesting.
Tyler says nobody on the Celtics can guard Randall. I don't agree with that. I don't agree with that. I think that they have multiple people that could do a decent job on him. And honestly, I think it's just like, can Randall be successful in the playoffs before we say they don't have players that can guard him?
Because right now, if it's
He's
in the
guarding
playoffs-
himself.
Yeah, exactly.
Like, we're saying Al Horford can't guard Julius Randle? Al Horford was just out there guarding Luka Doncic.
Or Jalen Brown.
Jalen Brown, big and strong. Jason Tatum, big and strong.
Like-
I bet they would even be confident putting Drew Holiday on him.
Could actually say the Celtics are one of the worst matchups for Julius Randle.
Yeah. And like I think today we're probably coming off as Randall haters, and I'm not trying to do that. I tweeted out the other day, Randall went from overrated to underrated in 18 months. I think he's the most underrated player in the league right now. But does he fit on this team now? I don't know. Corey says, Randall on the floor with this team, there's no chance he is bad. See, you say Randall just can't be the number one option. I think for Randall to be the most successful, he has to be the 1 or 2 option.
And I think people just say, like, if you're not good enough to become a number 1, you'll be a great number 2. I don't think that's the case.
That's not how that works.
That's not how that works.
You know what it takes to be a good number 3 in this league? Doing the things your 1 and 2 can't do.
Yeah.
You have to bring something else to the team. What does Julius Randle bring to the team that the Knicks do not have right now? I would say strength. I would say pressure on the front rim at a lot of the times. He gets double teamed a lot, so he's got gravity. Yeah. But like, so does Brunson. He's not a great defender. Like, that's just keeping it 100. He doesn't protect the rim. He's not a consistent outside shooter. He averages more turnovers than assists in the playoffs. He's had 2 major surgeries in the last 2 years.
I bet you also in the playoffs, like, teams are going to treat Randall. I don't think
we want you to beat us. Play through Randall.
Play through Randall. We're going to go give him single coverage all game long. Randall over and over again. Make the right decision. Make the right decision. And
I know he went to Kentucky, and that's why I think he's been able to handle New York a little bit. But he's also struggled here as well. Remember this? Remember the 2021-2022 season? Look, Randall's a really good player. I think he's a top 35, top 40 player in this league. He's a top 5 power forward, top 6 power forward. At the end of the day, he's not the best player on this team anymore. That's Jalen Brunson. And if you're not going to be the best player on a team, you have to find other ways to affect winning besides just scoring the basketball.
Yeah.
Especially when Jalen Brunson is your number one player and he is deficient on defense.
Yeah.
You need people to make up for that. And I say it again. If regular season Randle shows up in the playoffs, the Knicks can win a championship.
100%.
Will that happen? I don't know. Dadpool, $10 super chat. That gets you into the raffle. Thank you, brother. And then 66 Kimball just has a microphone. My man, Mr. Kimball, thank you, sir. Thank you for always reaching out, and thank you for being a real one. Thank you. Dadpool says he was playing at a high level before the December injury. He's always going to play good in the regular season. I'm not worried about regular season Randle. I'm worried about playoff Randle.
All right, Tay saying give Randle a chance. So just say we get 2 months into the season. Randle's playing same old Randle regular season basketball.
What do? You're going to ride it out?
Then it's just like, all right. Because that's probably what's going to happen.
Yep. And then what happens if he chokes in the playoffs again?
And then it's like.
And then he's an unrestricted free agent.
That's what Leon's probably saying right now. This is a huge year for the Knicks. Because honestly, with this new CBA, you don't necessarily have this huge 5 to 7 year run anymore. It's more of like 2 to 3, 3 to 4. Are you willing to waste one of these years on Julius Randle being that, secondary creator on offense? And also, Marsh, we talked about OG taking that next step. Moving Randle helps that.
I agree. Look, it comes down to this. I think exactly what you said makes a lot of sense. What if they go, all right, you know what? Let's give Randle until the trade deadline.
Right.
What happens if it's an awesome fit? And then what happens if the Knicks don't make the conference finals? Or if Randle struggles again in the playoffs? Or another injury happens? Then he's a free agent. Are you going to overpay to bring him back?
No, then
or are you going to lose him for nothing?
If that's the situation that plays out and he has bad playoffs, the Knicks lose in the second round or conference finals, you will walk for nothing because the Knicks wouldn't want him back. He probably wouldn't want to be back. There's no narrative pushing here. It's just talking about the scenarios and
What narrative do we have to push? I just said if regular season Randle shows up in the playoffs, they can win a championship.
But it's also if Randle doesn't show up, you don't have a chance.
And your team is severely hurt because it takes a great asset away. You know why he's a great asset? Because he's a good player.
And also, Randle's one of those guys, when he's playing bad, he's not doing anything else. He's not like one of those guys where if a jump shot's not falling, it's like, OG, he's bringing it defensively. Like Josh Hart, he's doing all the little things, obviously. Randle doesn't really have that part of his game.
I don't think it's fair to say Cat choked in the playoffs, too. When they got to the conference finals, they beat the number one seed in the West, and he averaged 19 points per game, 9 rebounds on 45% from the field and 36% from three. Julius Randle shoots 34% from the field in the playoffs and 22% from three. Yep. Not even in the same stratosphere of choking. But that sounds more like an agenda pushing. All we're doing is giving you facts. Donald Smith, what's up, man? Appreciate the $5 super chat. The pair character doing a classic mic drop. My man, thanks for the love, homie. Always Froza, another $10 super chat. Thank you, man. Randle has to stay in his lane and take the discount. How efficient is Julius Randle as a fourth option? What does a fourth option Julius Randle look like?
I don't like that. If being honest, I don't think that's a great fourth option. Julius Randle or
He
Aaron
would be your
Gordon.
second scoring option, which I don't even love.
It's all about fit, and I think the Knicks understand that clearly with the moves they've made. Y'all got it. You guys have this. It's because you guys see the Zesty Cat TikToks, and you guys see Cat gets clowned on social media. Instagram comments hate him. We see the clip where it's the song "I Am a Nasty Girl" and it's freaking Cat dunking on somebody. I think he's got a. I think Cat's misrepresented a little bit.
A pick and pop with Randle and Cat, with OG, McHale, Dante, or Hart on the floor next to them. That's damn near unstoppable. You're going to have to bring your pen center out of the paint.
Yep.
Brunson's going to have a free lane to operate.
With Randle, he can still park his ass at the lane.
And you got a 40% three-point shooter in the left corner with OG, a 45% three-point shooter from the right corner in Mikhail, and you got Josh Hart running the baseline, or DiVincenzo lining up from 30 feet on the wing.
I'm really leaning towards this happening because I actually think it makes sense for the Timberwolves too. Because then they get to move off. They get to say Randle will run it with Randle for a year. If it doesn't work out, they move off him. Clears a lot of cap for them.
They need to clear cap.
It makes a lot of sense.
Joseph, your hate for Randle is unjustified. How is it hate if I'm just listing off stats?
I really wish he played in the playoffs this past year, just because we had more. Because people forget, man. What was the conversation we were having about him this last summer?
Man, I just don't understand how anyone can call it hate for Julius Randle. I just said if he plays great in the playoffs like he does in the regular season, they can win a title.
It's also just a conversation.
Yeah, but it's okay. Some people aren't mature enough to just have conversations. Everything's got to be narrative pushed. It's always got to be a hate somebody. I don't even know the dude. How can I hate him? How can I hate him?
I just want the best for the ball club.
You know what I hate? The fact that he didn't show up 2 times in the playoffs for the New York Knicks. I love the Knicks. I want what's best for the Knicks. And I am worried that Julius Randle is not what's best for the Knicks in the playoffs. And if that makes me a fake Knicks fan, then you probably aren't really a Knicks fan.
Steven Dwayne, Cat is not a defender. He's not a great defender, but he's not a negative defender.
Defense is what the Knicks are built on. What defense does Julius Randle play?
Not like
what are we saying?
He's a terrible team defender. Cat is a way better team defender. The Timberwolves are the best defensive team in the league last year. A big reason of that was obviously, McDaniels and Gobert and Ant, but
okay, yeah. Paul is just Paul's living in TikTok.
I see the zesty Cat memes, and it's just.
Alrighty. I am Jules, but Marshall. We should have kept Obi. For real, though, give me Şengün. Şengün at the 5 would be crazy. Şengün at the 5, OG at the 4, Hart at the 3, Bridges at the 2, Brunson at the 1, DiVincenzo coming off the bench. It's a lot of skill. You know what wins in the NBA? Skill and basketball IQ. Skill, basketball IQ, and defensive versatility.
Randle doesn't have any of those.
Does Randle check any of those boxes?
No.
I'd say skill to a degree. High IQ?
Skill is, I guess. Maybe
25, 10, and 5. Like, we can't just ignore that.
Just him being physical, bull in the china shop type of player. It's also like, I'm sure they think about Randle with OG and Bridges and being like, what type of player is he? Because it's different from what it was last year. Like, it's going to be different.
I don't want to see Julius Randle ISOs at the elbow anymore.
But
you don't have to do that.
But that's his game.
Exactly.
Dude, the more I talk about this, like, I feel like I'm seeing it again. Like, they're going to move off him.
You guys heard from the league office yet?
No, not yet. Not yet. It's all right. We got the next great person in America.
Can you make a conference finals as a 1 first?
Yeah, you will.
You will?
Yeah. How about if his team doesn't get hurt?
Oh, kind of like the Mavs team got hurt, right?
Did Randle play?
So their best player got hurt? The Mavs? Oh, interesting.
Who did the Mavs have hurt?
Who did they not have? Who did they have hurt?
Their best player.
Who?
Luka Doncic.
Okay, so who didn't play?
Who didn't
Because Randle
play?
didn't play and OG didn't play.
Oh, that's
And Mitchell Robinson didn't play. And Bojan Bogdanovic didn't play.
So is that good team construction then?
I think it's a little bit unlucky.
Okay.
Unlucky considering the injuries the way it happened. Jaime Jaquez coming in for a charge dirtily in the last minute and a half of a game when the Knicks are up 20. Julius Randle separates his shoulder. Joel Embiid yanks the ankle of
That was
Mitchell
dirty.
Robinson. Or what about when Nick Batum on a fast break dives into Bojan Bogdanovic's ankle and it snaps?
I think
a little bit unlucky.
I think you're a little scared heading into next
I think
year.
you are too.
About what? We're the best team in the West.
I don't know if I don't know if you believe that.
You do not.
I actually 100% believe we're the best team.
Yo, it's Thunder matchup with you guys again. It's gonna be a problem.
We beat them in 6, and it easily should have been 5.
And now all
And we
those
got better.
and they got all those guys another year, and they added Caruso and Hartenstein.
Isaiah Hartenstein is not going to fit with the Oklahoma City Thunder.
is a perfect fit, Coop.
He is the most overpaid player in the NBA.
Oh,
I think that's Klay Thompson.
He's the 15 million?
He stinks. The guy stinks.
He shot 39% from 3 last year.
And he
On
can't
9
guard
attempts.
me. He can't
I
guard
don't
me.
need him to guard.
Yeah, you do, because Luka don't guard, Kyrie don't guard, and he don't guard.
That's just objectively wrong.
Who's on
Who's
SGA?
Kyrie guarding?
He's participating.
See, you got to hide 3 players now.
You gotta hide 3 players.
You got to hide Kyrie.
And Klay.
You have to hide Klay.
Bro, Klay is cooked. He is
Offensively,
cooked.
he's still fine.
We'll see you in June.
He's fucking Steve Novak on offense at this point. He's a catch and shoot 3
He's
guy.
2013 Ray
You
Allen.
guys need to make it past Mother's Day first. Then maybe we'll talk. See ya.
Brian, I'm saying Coop is very anxious today.
He's very anxious
He's
today.
a little-
Why am I anxious?
Because you're feeling the pressure.
Of?
Just the rest of the NBA
The
getting
window for the Mavs is already starting to close.
You just
Because their best player's 25 years old.
You need good players around him. We saw what happened when they didn't. They couldn't even make the playoffs.
Yeah, Rashad, good point. Ben Simmons is still the most overpaid player.
Joey, I appreciate you sharing this on Facebook, man. Thank you, Brody. Cooper is super anxious today. He is.
No,
He is.
Corey, Coop is a certified hater.
You feel me? You feel this shaking right here?
I can
Ice
see it.
cold. Ice
Seeing the
cold.
trembles right now.
Ice cold.
All righty, let's spin the wheel. Who's going home with a Jalen Brunson jersey? Let's figure it out.
Give you guys a 20-second spin. Build the suspense.
Who's it gonna be?
Davidov, the heavy favorite, to win.
Whoever wins, you have a week to get in touch with me. If not, you don't get a jersey.
Wow.
NY2AZ, the winner of the Jalen Brunson jersey. They usually join the lives all the time. Hit me up on social media at @MarshallGreen_, or if you're in the chat right now, show yourself. Show yourself. They're always in. Brian Fitzgerald says, man, never. He was so close.
Yeah, you're so close,
He
Brian.
was so close.
Killing me.
I'm sorry, Brian. I'm sorry. NY2AZ, shout out to you. You're always in here. I'll when you're in here and I'll see you again, we'll make it happen. As Rebel Montana. What's up, Rebel Montana? Grats on the signing. Allie trolled us.
Grats.
F Celtics. It's always F Boston. It's always on F Boston. Underline any $10 super chat. We had you on the wheel.
You were there.
Every $10 super chat was on the wheel. Every single one. F Boston. F Boston. Dead. All righty. Jalen Brunson takes a $113 million discount to stay with the best organization in professional sports. We love y'all. We appreciate you. We're signing off. Let's go!